Hi everyone, this is Emily. In this recording we're going to talk about how to name primary amines, and I'm going to go ahead and draw one just so you can see what it looks like. Okay, so big thing with amines is they're always going to have a nitrogen. So nitrogen is the huge part that is what makes it different. Okay, so with these, amines can pretty much have any carbon groups on it. So the maximum it would be able to have is 3 because that's its power. Okay, so this one here would be a primary amine. Okay, and that's because we have one side of those 3 on the nitrogen that is a carbon group. Okay, so that's an example for you. So how to name these is pretty simple, really. So whenever you see this group, this NH2, you can name this by just calling it an amino group. Okay, so as long as you incorporate that amino, it's pretty much going to count as an alkyl group. So whenever you name it, you can actually name it like an alkane, but for that nitrogen, you have to put that amino in there. So for this one, since this one's on the first carbon in my chain, that nitrogen, I'm going to call this 1 amino, and then name the rest like an alkane. So this would be propane. Okay, so that's one example there. Let's do another one. Okay, so let's say we had this one here. If you have this, remember we're going to do parent just like an alkane. Okay, so I know I'm going to end it with butane. Alright, and here are my amino groups. Except this time I have 2 of them. So whenever you're counting, you always want to start where these are the lower numbers, because the overall family is an amine because of those nitrogens. So here I'm going to put a 1 and a 2, because we have 1 on the first, 1 on the second, and then I'm going to put diamino. Okay, so we always have to put that di too if we have more than 1. Okay, and then this chlorine is going to get the last number because it's furthest away from this nitrogen. Okay, so we're going to say 4-chloro after that. Alright, and then with alphabetical, remember we don't include this prefix here for the 2, so A comes before C, so we're going to put those aminos before that chlorine.